Digger, get out of there. Get out of there, go on. No, come back.
Got a mind of his own, has he?
Get off there, show a bit of respect.
Oh, I don't think the tenants will mind.
Oh, that tenant might. That's Sam Carlyle. He used to be the postie.
No. Have a good day, won't you?
Yeah,
Come
thank
on,
you, I
Sophie.
will. We will. Digger, come here.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Digger.
Come on, off you go. Off you go.
Come here. You're supposed to do what I tell you, not her.
It's pretty late. Second morning in a row.
Maybe he's walking his dog.
What, you think he needs more exercise in his old age?
Who? The dog or the boss?
Ha ha.
Good morning, I must have missed a beauty.
No, you didn't. Morning, boss.
And no apology. Oh, something's going on.
Joe.
Mount Thomas Police, Constable Jones speaking.
You said it's a good result. The boss
Yes,
will be
it is,
pleased with
just
that.
a
Oh, yeah.
It's for you, Child and Family Services.
Keep it under your
He's
hat.
already very pleased about something.
No, don't mail them.
Remember
Fax
that
them to me.
grumpy old boss
Yep.
we used to know and love?
Don't ask.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for that. All right, bye.
You okay?
It's just some red tape.
Leap reports?
Yep, all done, boss.
Good.
See, what did I tell you? Since when does he use the word good twice in the one sentence?
Your wild imagination is going to get you into trouble one day, Constable.
Good morning, sir. What can we do for you?
Oh, you can try and work this out. 3-2 on the knocker. Somebody broke into my house and left it on my kitchen table.
$3,000, 3-1, 3-2.
Well, I was worried it might be, you know, the proceeds of some robbery or something, or somebody trying to set me up.
Well, why would someone want to do that? Are you set-upable?
Hardly. Traffic ticket's about my limit.
No one knows your money?
Huh?
Anything like that?
Nobody I can think of. It's a shame. It's going to cost me about $100 to replace the lock on the back door. You know, I nearly didn't bring that in. I could do with $3,000.
You could.
So, what happens now?
You wait. We call that the Bloodhounds. Oh, you forgot this.
Did I? Oh, thank you.
Everything okay?
Yeah. Just up to my eyes in paperwork, as usual.
Nothing on your mind?
No, nothing. How are you faring?
Oh, fine. I was just seeing if you're up to speed on this mystery cash.
It's hardly a CI matter, is it?
I just think it's worth looking into. It is pretty curious, isn't it?
Fair enough. Everybody likes a mystery.
Geez, I made a mess of this, didn't I?
So, Bob, where exactly were you before the money turned up?
Oh, can't remember exactly. I know I'd been down to the corner to buy a paper. Whoever it was must have broken in while I was gone.
So they were watching the house.
What about the wife and kids? They at home?
No. That's an old photo. The marriage broke up a couple of years ago. They live in Adelaide now.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
So you bought yourself a new lock, did you?
I didn't buy that.
Was it here before?
Not before I came to see you, blokes, no.
So they came back with a replacement lock for the one they broke?
Fexo!
I'll get it.
That's all right.
No, I'm expecting one.
Jones, you've done a fair bit of travel, haven't you?
Yeah, a bit, boss. Why?
Do you have any idea where a design like that might come from?
Looks South American or African.
Really?
These are the colours?
Yes, really bright colours. Well, except earthy, too.
Yeah, well, that
Sure about
fits.
that?
Kenya or Malawi, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Why?
No, I think you better check the number again.
Yeah, I was just curious.
Okay.
There was this TV program on TV, and I liked the design.
It all sounds
Well,
very
didn't they say where it came from?
I'm sure it does.
I'm sure they did, but I tuned in late, so I actually missed that bit of it. And, Chris, sorry to keep you waiting.
Especially since I'm a customer. I've had a break in one of the guest rooms, Cliff Wilkinson's.
Right, Sergeant, you and Jones.
Yep, on it, boss.
African art, Tom.
Yes, it's just sort of National Geographic sort of stuff. Do you have a contact for Cliff?
You could try his sister in Widgery.
Good. Sergeant, keep me informed.
Will do.
Excuse me, I've a mountain of paperwork.
He's retired, used to be a carpenter, but he still does odd jobs. He's off moonlighting somewhere now.
And the door's been jammed.
Do you know where he's gone?
Oh, he tends to be a bit secretive. I don't think he likes to declare his odd jobs because of his pension, although I didn't tell you that.
Well, his secret's safe with us. You haven't been in.
No, that's why I came to get you lot. Mind you, I can think of better reasons for going for a walk.
No drawers open?
What have we got here?
Someone's a well-prepared burglar.
Well, we certainly can't promise you that. We'll let you know what we find out. Okay, thanks, bye. It's Cliff Wilkinson. Anybody need any odd jobs done?
Jeez, he's gonna cheat.
What did he say?
Got no idea where the money came from, but he wasn't impressed that Chris called us in. His room, his money, he reckons.
I hope you set him straight.
Well, naturally. Said it'd come in handy, though, replace 1,100 he lost on shares a while back.
There's 1,300 here.
All right, run through the property book, Jones.
Right, 2 people have bought locks from Wally Ogden today.
And?
Well, one was the delightful septuagenarian Winifred Starling.
I can't see her jimmying doors. Who was the other one?
Well, Wally didn't know, but he did give us an excellent description.
Average height, average build, medium greyish hair, no distinguishing marks, 45-ish.
Great.
But wait, there's more.
Yes, our good Samaritan is a shotgun driver, collected some barrels on the way out.
So we're looking for Mr. Average, who's a bad driver. Good one, Wally.
Oh, Wally's all right. He got the details of the car.
Yeah, black BMW two-door sedan, older model.
With God Squad stickers.
How did Mr. Average pay?
Cash, no paper trail.
Right, so we better try and find the car. There can't be too many black two-door BMWs in the area, especially with God Squad stickers.
Joe?
Yeah, I'll do a numbers run on the back.
How's it for you?
One interesting thing, this bloke bought 6 locks.
Really?
Yeah, he's planning ahead. Another 4 deliveries.
Yes?
You forgot to sign these.
No, I didn't.
Everything all right?
Yes, I'm all right. I'll sign them. Just stop asking me if I'm all right. Oh, PJ. There is one thing I wouldn't mind having a quick word about.
I'm all ears.
Suppose you just met somebody, just casually, and you'd hardly spoken to them, but...
But?
Never mind.
But what?
I said never mind.
You met somebody?
PJ?
You met a woman?
All right, I met a woman.
And?
And nothing. I've hardly spoken to her.
So what's her name?
I don't know. I just said I've hardly spoken to her.
But you like her.
I don't know her.
So you fancy her then?
PJ, do we have to have this conversation?
Well, sounds like you do.
I don't.
Fine.
I don't.
Fine. But you'll never know if you like her unless you talk to her.
Suddenly
Yeah,
you
that's
want all
right.
this additional personal information.
Thanks.
Yeah, well, if it's standard,
Nothing
why
on the
didn't you tell me?
sequence
I
of
could
notes, no
organise it for you.
stolens, no forgeries, untraceable.
Still, they must have handed them over in a
Getting
lump.
that-
We better
I've
start
got
ringing the
that
banks,
just
eh?
for you. I just
Angle on the
didn't
car.
realise it
I'm going to have to
had
ring
be
9
difficult.
mechanics. Belongs to one Warren Bradford, 45-ish.
Yes.
Joey,
Okay, well,
Yeah.
get the bank, sir.
thanks for that. Fine.
Tess.
Don't ask.
Mr. Warren Bradford.
Yes.
Senior Detective Hasham. This is Senior Constable Ben Stewart.
Can we go somewhere else, please? Look, I can't help you with anything.
Fair enough. So, what's in the bags?
I'd have to show you. It's none of your business.
Are you hiding something?
No,
Then you won't mind if we take a look inside the bags, please.
I haven't done anything wrong. You show us what's in the bags, we'll be on our way. It's quite simple. But the money is mine. I can do what I want with it. I bought that. I have the receipt.
Oh, you bought 6, in fact. What do you think you're doing, Mr. Bradford?
God's work. You don't need to count it. There's $3,300.
What's going on, Warren?
Nothing illegal.
Burglary is illegal.
I haven't taken anything.
No, you deliver, don't you?
And smash locks in the process.
I replaced them.
Well, you've made 2 deliveries that we're aware of so far. Why? I mean, do you want to explain that to us?
I've already told you it's God's work.
God's telling you to do this, is he?
Well, in a way, he did, I suppose, yeah.
God supply you with the delivery addresses as well?
I sense people's neediness. I give money to people who need it.
Steal from the rich and give to the poor. Is that it?
I don't steal from anybody. I've told you the money is mine. Now, look, you can check my bank records if you like.
What do you think?
I think he's crazy. Maybe he really has seen the light.
Not the sort of light his bank manager was.
Excuse me.
Yes, madam, how can I help?
Somebody called me about my husband, Warren Bradford.
Ah, Mrs. Bradford, I'm Senior Detective Hasher. Hi. You are?
Gemma Bradford.
Hey, Gemma. Mrs. Bradford, we're just checking on a few things. Shouldn't be long.
Look, he's really not very well, and I'm sure whatever this is about, it's all just a misunderstanding. He hasn't done anything wrong. He's just... I really don't know how to explain this. It's been really difficult.
Mummy, don't cry.
I'm fine, sweetheart. I'm
Mrs.
fine.
Bradford, I'm Senior Sergeant Croydon. Perhaps you'd like to come into my office and we can talk.
Gemma.
Yep, she'll be fine with us.
Hey, g'day, Gemma. What do you like at drawing, eh?
Tea?
Yes, thank you.
Parish, cup of tea? I'd like Senior Detective Hashem to sit in if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, really. Your husband seems rather confused. Has he thought about getting some counselling?
Oh, yes, I've tried that. He won't listen to me. He won't listen to anyone.
He says he's been doing God's work.
Perhaps he should talk to a priest, or minister.
He had a heart attack. It's been impossible since then. He thinks that God has spoken to him.
When was the heart attack?
6 weeks ago. Since he got home from hospital, he's been putting things right, he says. He quit his partnership. And he refused a buyout payment.
Partnership?
He's an accountant. Was. He's been contacting old enemies from school and catching things up.
Well, people often do things like this when they've had a serious health scare.
Do they throw their money away like this too?
Well, how long has it been going on, the money?
I don't know. I've just found out about it. I went to use a credit card and it was overdrawn. He won't speak to me.
Good drawing. What's all that stuff?
Money. Daddy's throwing all his money away. That's what Mum says.
Mum's pretty worried about your dad, isn't she?
She's sort of cross, but she doesn't shout. She cries. Do you want me to draw her?
Yeah, sure. And you.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a very good drawing.
Myocardial infarction.
That's the one. My colleagues got a lot of amusement out of referring to it as cardiac arrest. Yeah, police joke.
There's nothing funny about a heart attack.
Oh, what follows? Pretty sobering thought, confronting your own mortality. Any time you get after that is bonus.
For me, it's more than that. I died, see? I died and I was sent back. Now, that has to have a purpose to it, doesn't it?
Maybe it just wasn't your time.
I saw God. And I know now that there will be a day of atonement. I have to store up good deeds against that day and make my peace for the bad.
Have you talked to anybody about this?
Reverend Summerhays and I used to talk a lot before he left.
Was this before or after the heart attack?
He's been a good friend over the years. Not so sure about his replacement. I mean, intelligent enough, but doesn't understand. I'm not the only one with misgivings.
Well, other parishioners?
They don't like assertiveness in their ministers. They think the Reverend's aggressive. But I don't care what anybody says. I won't stop, you know, not till the job's done. So don't you try and make me. God is his own policeman.
Your husband's free to go for now, Mrs. Bradford.
It's all right, love. We can go home. Everything's fine.
No, it isn't fine, Warren. This has got to stop.
Let's not discuss it here. It's our own private business. No one else's.
The bank checked out, Mr. Bradford.
I didn't lie to you. I haven't stolen money from anyone.
Well, if it's from our account, can I take the money now?
I think we might just hold on to it for a while longer.
Why?
Well, quite simply, Warren, you're not to be trusted with it. I think the money will be safer here with us until things have been sorted out properly.
I know what I'm doing. And so does God.
The guy's a Fruit Loop.
Why? Because he believes in God.
Don't go all Salvation Army on me, Ben. You know what I'm talking about.
There you go. I happen to agree with you, Joe.
I don't buy this religious stuff, do you?
Come on, the man's had a heart attack. It's bound to change him.
Well, fair enough, but I just think there's something else behind it all.
So what, we're talking epiphany, insanity, or criminal intent, right?
Pretty much sums it up, yeah.
Oh, Joe,
I think his
you might have
intention
picked up
was
some of my
genuinely
stuff there. Don't worry, I'll sort it out.
Problem?
No, nothing I can't deal with. I've just got some paperwork I've got to get done.
Nothing I can help with.
No.
They make it difficult so they can get the best people, you know? All you need to do is fill in the forms as honestly as you can. Tell them everything they need to know. Hayley will be very lucky to have you foster her.
Not a lot gets past you, does it?
Not if I can help it.
Kids need to feel secure. It's pretty simple, really.
Sometimes the simplest things can be the hardest.
I know. I don't want to tell the others, boss. Not until I've got the green light from Hayley's mother.
I'd do the same. Good night.
No. It'd be nice to have someone to go home to, you know?
Yes, I do.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Morning.
Hello. It's nice to see you again.
Likewise. Dogs seem to enjoy each other's company.
Yeah, they do. Sabu, used to have a playmate, but he died about 18 months ago. It was, just after I got back from Africa.
Africa? Yeah, well, that'd explain Sabu and,
Yeah, it's exquisite, isn't it?
lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Croydon.
Grace Curtis, hi.
Yeah, Africa.
Mm-hmm.
So what were you doing there?
Nursing, mainly?
You, always get the dog walking duties, do you?
Sorry?
Or your partner never walks him, Sabu?
That's a very forward question.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to be personal.
No, look, there's no harm in asking, really. I don't have a partner. I was divorced about 5 years ago.
Ah. I'm sorry.
Oh, I wasn't. It was definitely the right move to make. I think my kids would agree with that too.
How many kids have you got?
2. There's one in boarding school in Melbourne and the other one's here with me. What about you?
2 daughters. No, they're both grown up now. Well, as much as they ever do. My wife passed away. A car accident.
Oh, my sympathies too, then. It never really goes away, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, look, gosh. Sabu, come on! I've got a church committee meeting to go to. I better hustle.
Well, I've set the new vicar. This one's a bit tougher than old Summer Hayes. Can be a bit aggressive, I hear.
Oh?
Still, new broom, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose. Still, I can see how people might get that impression, though. Anyway. Sabu, come on! It was really nice talking to you, Tom. Come on!
Still on the Cliff Wilkinson yet?
Still waiting for him to get back to me.
How'd you go at Warren's accountancy firm, mate?
It's all a bit ugly. Collapsed trust funds, mismanagement, the works.
Anyone to blame?
Not at this stage, but we might have to call the fraudies in.
Yeah, so in the meantime...
Talk to the partners in the business, I'd say.
Morning, everybody.
Boss.
Morning.
And no apology.
You say something, Constable?
Just wondering if you do requests, actually.
You know, Parish, sometimes you're not nearly as amusing as you think you are.
Mount Thomas Police, Constable Jones.
Whistling's a good sign.
I spoke to her. Satisfied?
And?
And nothing. She's a very nice woman with a very nice dog.
Go well?
PJ, I'm not about to start sharing kiss and tell stories like some stupid teenager.
Kiss? Oh,
Oh,
dick.
for God's sake, it was nothing of the sort.
PJ, Cliff Wilkinson's on the line and you might want to talk to him.
Ah, might I?
He says he lost 1,100 in shares a couple of years back, thanks to Bradford and Partners' incompetence.
It was $1,300 that turned up in his room, wasn't it?
Hmm. Looks like God told Warren to pay a dividend.
Perhaps you should see if Bob Swinburne's in the same boat.
Those bastards. Wouldn't know a safe bet if it bit him on the bum. They've cost me thousands.
Not 3-2 by any chance?
3 flat.
More interest?
You think Bradford and Partners left that money in my kitchen?
Don't know. We're still investigating.
They told me my investment went belly up. I believe them. What choice did I have?
Well, people do lose money that way.
I lost my family that way. We're under such financial pressure, and I just blew everything we had. My wife couldn't forgive me. But if they brought that money back, it must be because they ripped me off in the first place.
As I said, we're still investigating.
Those bastards stole my money. But what they brought back's mine, right?
If any offences have been committed, those responsible will be charged. I promise you that.
So that's how it is then. Bradford gets to do what he likes. Cozy at home with his family while you blokes just flick through bits of paper. And I wait.
It doesn't make any difference why I gave them the money, does it?
Well, it does if it's seen as an admission of guilt in another criminal matter.
What criminal matter?
Embezzlement. Now, are you going to help us out here, or are we going to have to get a warrant to have a look at your company books?
It's not my company anymore.
It doesn't matter. Senior, would you like to give your friends a call at the Major Fraud Group, please?
Look, all I am trying to do is to do the right thing. Why can't you people just leave me alone? Why don't you just let me...
Okay. Need a glass of water or something?
I've got some medication I can take. I'm not supposed to get excited.
We're not trying to get you excited, Mr. Bradford. We just want you to level with us.
Everything all right?
Mr. Bradford's not feeling too well.
I'll be fine.
Don't push too hard.
I think this is for real.
I wouldn't like to find out the hard way. Take it easy.
I want to make a phone call.
You don't need a solicitor, Mr. Bradford. You haven't been charged with anything.
Please, can I just make a call? I need some advice here. I'm trying to cooperate, all right?
Hello?
Oh, sorry. Hi. How can I help you?
Yeah, I got a phone call.
Miss Curtis, how are you?
Tom. What a surprise. I had no idea you were a policeman.
Oh, well, it just never came up, I suppose. So what brings you in here? No trouble, I hope?
Oh, no, I got a phone call from Warren Bradford.
Oh, he called you? Well, I think he's fine. He's taken his medication and... I mean, I don't think he requires any medical attention.
Oh, no, I'm not... No, I don't nurse anymore. I gave up when I left Africa.
Ah, Africa. I saw an excellent program on the TV the other night about Africa.
Could I see Warren, please?
So you're his solicitor, then?
Oh, no, good heavens, no. No, he's asked for me as a spiritual advisor. I'm the aggressive new reverend at Holy Trinity.
All right, Reverend, just to fill you in, we're talking to Mr. Bradford here about 2 burglaries.
I see.
I've already told them that I'm doing God's work, but they don't believe me.
He has admitted to both burglaries.
Have you, Warren?
I have taken nothing. I entered 2 houses and I made offerings of money to those who need.
But that's still breaking the law, isn't it? Look, admitting to it is probably a really good place to start. You can't possibly move forward until you're operating out of a place of truth.
Is that your spiritual advice to him, Reverend?
Well, there's common sense, let alone anything spiritual. Warren knows exactly how I feel about breaking the law.
Can we get this interview over with? I would like you here as a witness to the Lord.
Then I can be your witness, Warren. And that's without approving of anything you say or do.
All right, then. You used the word atonement.
Yes.
Well, doesn't that mean that you would need something to atone for? Your accountancy business, do you want to talk about that?
No, there was nothing deliberately illegal about that activity. So it happened accidentally, did it? I had an epiphany as a result of a heart attack. Now, the Reverend can at least back me up on that.
I was with Warren when he died. I was praying with him. And then he came back.
I was saved for a purpose. You could go at any time, so I have to make sure that things are right, see?
And it doesn't worry you what you're doing?
It's all perfectly rational.
Reverend, does it worry you?
As I've said, I don't condone breaking the law. Warren and I have had many lengthy discussions about this.
Right, well, look, Warren, it works here as it does in the church. You confess and things will go very well for you. You don't confess and, well, you could be in trouble.
You sign there, please.
I'll drive you home, Warren. I want to talk to him privately.
What happened?
I think Warren's got more than he's bargained for with his spiritual advisor. Or maybe I should say less.
Why is that?
Well, she said she couldn't condone him breaking the law, then she said nothing.
Does she think he's broken the law?
Didn't say anything.
Well, to be fair, we don't know whether he or his firm has committed a crime.
Oh, come on.
They could have lost the money through sheer incompetence.
He's in it up to his neck. Look, these white-collar criminals really get up my nose. They rip off poor buggers like Bob Swinburne, then they cry innocent.
Bradford seems like a decent man, too.
Right. Well, if he's so religious, he should be completely honest with us. Isn't that the way it works?
If he hasn't done anything wrong, then he has been completely honest with us.
Well, I think the Lady Vicar's holding back on a few details as well.
The Lady Vicar is the woman with the dog.
Sorry?
The nice lady with the nice dog.
You're not serious.
I am serious. And I told her that I'd heard that the new vicar was a bit aggressive.
And you insulted her. Bad move.
Well, how was I supposed to know she's a priest? And an Anglican to boot?
Well, what difference does that make?
It's hardly appropriate, is it, for a Catholic in good standing to be pursuing a divorced Anglican minister?
Oh, come on, Tom. This is Mount Thomas, not Belfast. Look, she's tough, but she's, you know... I think you should go for it.
Sarge, it's for you, line 2. St David's prison.
Yeah, thanks.
PJ. Yeah? That was Reverend Curtis. She's over at Warren Bradford's place. There's trouble and it looks like it's getting nasty.
I'll come and join you, mate.
It's all right. I'll go with PJ on this one. Just that I think Warren might trust me after our talk.
Yeah, sure. Your call.
I want my $3 right now, here in my hand.
I can't do that.
Why not? You're rolling in it. You paid Cliff Wilkinson out in full, I hear.
Come on, Bob. Time to go home.
Well, why are you protecting him? I'm the victim here.
You're not doing your cause any good.
I won't go without my money.
If you don't go, we'll arrest you. The choice is yours.
Please, you're upsetting my family.
At least you've still got a family, you bastard.
Come on, Bob. Come on. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Let's go inside.
Enough's enough, Warren. What the hell was that all about?
Why don't you tell Lorraine what you told me?
I spoke to you in confidence.
How much do you know about all this?
Reverend Curtis is just trying to help.
Well, it's all this God business that ruined things in the first place. I don't want you in the house.
I am here to try
I think the
help.
Reverend should stay. Reverend Curtis is right. It's time to start speaking openly. We will find out anyway. The fraud squad will be able to piece together exactly what it is you've done.
The Lord is my guide.
Make peace with God by making peace with your family first. And yourself.
God is truth, Warren.
I just wanted the best for my family, that's all. Just went about it the wrong way.
In what way was that?
I embezzled money from the company. A lot of money. That's where this house comes from.
Oh, God.
I couldn't tell you, and that's why I lied to your people, because I didn't want my family to find out. That's hard enough. I just thought if I paid the money back...
You can't buy your salvation, Warren. Bob.
So now we make it official, do we?
That'll be the next step, yes.
Have you arrested him yet?
Mr. Bradford's coming down to the station voluntarily.
What about the people he ripped off?
I've paid you your money.
It's not about the money.
Would you like to come and see me about that?
Why would I want to talk to you? You're on their side.
It's not actually about sides.
Mr. Swinburne, either you go home or you come down to the station and make an official complaint against Mr. Bradford. But if you stay here, you will be arrested.
That's it, isn't it? God helps them who help themselves. Yeah.
Straight through, Mr. Bradford, thank you.
Thanks.
I'll wait and drive you home, Warren.
I don't need your help. I trusted you, and you've forsaken me. Will I be allowed to go after you've charged me?
I don't see why not.
I'll walk alone. Right, Joan.
Cup of tea?
No, thanks.
You knew about the embezzling, didn't you?
I'm told many things in confidence, Tom.
So you did know.
You know I can't tell you that.
It'd make my job a lot easier.
It'd make my job a lot harder. I've got to go. I've got lots to do, and my boy's on his own.
Will he be okay?
Oh, yeah, he's very capable.
Takes after his mother, obviously.
Oh, you didn't do too badly out there yourself for a layman and a Catholic. Father Brian would be very proud, I think.
I'll take that as a compliment. If there's anything I can do.
No, I think I'll manage. Still, if it'll avoid any unnecessary aggression, I'll let you know.
Have you met the new vicar from Holy Trinity?
No, not yet. It's a woman, isn't it?
Yeah, she's pretty full on.
Yeah, so I heard. Bit out there, they seem to think.
She's got some lovely African outfits. Still, the boss seems to think she's okay.
Wasn't Tom talking to you about some African designs yesterday?
I don't remember.
He's been very distracted around the office, too.
Has he now?
Joe, evening, boss.
Boss, we were just talking about you,
I
actually.
don't want to know. Thank you, Parish.
Banana daiquiri, Tom.
Pun?
African punch?
Just the usual, thanks.
So you've met the new vicar, have you?
Yes, I have.
She's been in at the station in her official capacity as spiritual advisor.
I think that's a private matter, don't you?
That's...
I'm on my way to the Bradford place. I thought you might want to come. There's been a bit of trouble.
Warren set fire to the car.
Did you see him?
No, but I didn't need to.
Miracle House didn't catch fire.
Oh, please, no more talk about miracles.
Sorry, poor choice of words. When did you last see him?
It was after he came home from the police station. We had a huge fight. He said he didn't care about material possessions, that he would destroy everything if he had to show me that he was right.
Mummy.
It's okay, darling. It's okay, Mum's not angry. She's upset.
It may not have been Warren, you know.
Serious?
We have to consider all possibilities.
You're not in. Sit away. The car.
I told him he couldn't take it, that I'd sell it if I have to live. He took off. He was angry. He was upset. A couple of hours later, Gemma woke me up crying. She said the car was on fire.
Gemma?
I didn't say anything.
He's done everything else. He's lied, he's stolen, he's broken into people's homes. I just don't know what he's capable of anymore.
You right for me?
Yeah, come in, PJ. You knew that Warren had been stealing from his company. It seems that his epiphany hasn't changed him that much at all. Is there anything else you can help us with here?
The church has made its fair share of mistakes over the centuries, but I really don't think Warren Bradford's one of them. He did come to me for help, but all this stuff, he's doing it on his own.
How did you help him?
I certainly didn't tell him to give all his money away or to lie to his family. I had absolutely no idea about that. I just said that he had a choice to make. He could live a life of truthful courage, or he could continue the deception. It wasn't exactly what he wanted to hear.
He seems pretty close to the edge.
I think he truly believes he has a duty to God. I also believe he would never do anything to harm his family.
Do you know where he is?
Nope.
Would you tell us if you did?
I'm not on trial here, Detective. Warren told me certain things in confidence, and I'm bound to keep that confidence.
Hotels, motels?
Nothing. Tried caravan parks, pubs, checked public transport. Warren Bradford's the invisible man.
Right, keep on it. Now Thomas 260 out.
Right, doused in petrol and torched. Clumsy but effective.
Right. You have no idea where he might be? He hasn't tried to phone, make any other sort of contact?
No. He's disappeared. Doesn't it prove that I'm right about all of this?
No, not necessarily.
He's completely lost it. Maybe it would have been better if he never came home from hospital. Oh, God, I'm so sick of it.
Boss? You're a bloody idiot, Bob. The whole place could have gone up.
But it didn't, did it?
Well, you managed to completely destroy the car.
I didn't light it.
We've seen it. It's a burnt-out shell.
But I didn't light it.
Well, so you just poured petrol on it, did you, and left?
I wanted to do it. Absolutely. But when I saw the little girl come out of the house, it made me think of my own kids and my family, and I couldn't do it. Ask her.
Gemma, you have to tell the truth to the policeman, sweetheart. If you saw Daddy burn the car, lying isn't going to help him. Daddy's not very well, darling, and it makes him do funny things.
It wasn't Daddy. Why are you always blaming Daddy?
Was it, Gemma? Did you see who set fire to the car? Did you light the fire?
Why on earth would she do that? Did you, sweetheart? Did you?
The man dropped the matches, so I lit one and I threw it in.
Oh, sweetheart.
And why did you do that, Gemma?
They were fighting over the car. Mummy kept it. She sent Daddy away.
Oh, baby.
Great.
Oh, Tom, I found this note pinned to the church door.
I'm lost. The Lord has cast me out. Do not try to follow me, for where I go, none can follow. I entrust my family to the Lord, for them a new beginning.
Yeah, I came straight here.
So nobody saw him?
No, well, I didn't stop to write. Well, I didn't think. I mean, this is pretty conclusive.
Yes. Mrs. Bradford, we've had a note from your husband.
What am I going to do?
Well, you're going home. Reverend Curtis and I will take your tests. Can you get on to searching for Warren Bradford? I'll join up with you as soon as I can. I won't be a minute. That's Bob Swinburne's car. Okay. I want you two to stay here in the car with the Reverend Curtis, please. If I can have your keys, I'll go and make sure everything's okay. Now, don't panic. I'm sure everything's all right. I just need to double-check. All right, Bob, hold it. Stand up slowly and move away.
I called an ambulance. Help me.
Warren, Warren, can you hear me? Don't try to talk. Mount Thomas 260 to VKC and leave an ETA on the ambulance called to 77 Parker Street, Mount Thomas.
I came here to ask forgiveness. I scared myself stupid with that car business. I don't know how I lost control so much.
Did you argue?
No, he let me in without saying a word. It was weird. It's quiet, almost like he wasn't here. He was packing that bag. See, it made me think about family, and I called my wife. First time in 2 years. I wanted to tell him. Is he going to be okay? We were talking about family. He said his family was the most important thing in the world to him. He wanted to start again, if you'd let him.
Of course I will. I love him.
Sweetie, you come here.
Okay, great. Thank you. Boss, can I have a word?
Yes.
In your office? I got the okay.
This is more secret squirrel than I can stand.
Hey, what are you up to?
She's applying to foster Hayley Fulton.
What? You got a warrant to search that desk, Constable?
She's going to be a foster mum. Good on her.
We'll just keep this amongst ourselves.
She has no idea what she's letting herself in for.
Oh, I don't know. I reckon it's pretty gutsy. Crazy maybe, but gutsy.
She's got herself a family.
Ah, Sabu. Ah, I'm beginning to think I've missed you.
Yeah, I'm a bit late.
You look tired.
Yeah, I was up all night. Warren Bradford died early this morning. Never regained consciousness.
Hard on Lorraine. Not getting a chance to talk.
Didn't do very well as his spiritual advisor.
Look, I'm really sorry about that aggressive business. It's just that when I get nervous, well, anyway, that's what I've been told.
Why on earth would you be nervous?
Making your acquaintance, I suppose.
Well, you've made my acquaintance now.
Yeah, well, they seem to think so. Maybe they should get together more often.
Yeah. Well, maybe they should.